Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Mercedes. In today's video, I have polishes from Jen & Berries to share with you all.
Show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet.
This is called their Natural Wonder collection, and it's a 5-piece polish collection. They are going to be available April 4th. $60 for 5 of the polishes if you get the whole collection. I'm going to leave pricing details, all of that down below. Now, this is not a limited edition collection, so don't feel like you have to run to the website right away when they launch. You have some time to think about it, so you don't have to worry about that, which is amazing. I know sometimes we get a little nervous when we see certain polishes that we love, and we're nervous about them selling out. Don't worry, you guys have time with this collection. Now, I don't know if this is advertised as their spring collection per se, but we have a lot of lovely finishes that are very spring-like. So I can't wait for you guys to see. Let's get into the swatches. First up, we have Brocken Spectre, and the inspiration, so what Brocken Spectre means, I guess, so the inspiration behind it, it's a magnified shadow of a person that appears on a cloud or a mist. This one is described as a light blue tinted velvet linear holographic with glowy blue shimmer. This one, wait till you guys see the end of this video, because you're going to be like, Mercedes, who are you? And why are you loving baby blues? I was totally in love with this. The hollow in this polish is glorious. I don't usually swatch during the daylight hours, so I couldn't capture this beauty in the sunlight. But my goodness, I cannot wait to wear this as a regular full mani, just so I can see the rainbows just glistening in the sun. I built this one up in 2 coats. The formula was fantastic. There's just something special about this polish, and I can definitely see the inspiration behind it, how it just has this beautiful like optical illusion that looks sort of shadowy, like shadowy meaning like that lightly blue tinted base. Maybe there's just something about it that just makes this appear so beautiful. It is just a velvety polish. The hollow is glorious, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is going to make for a beautiful spring and summer manicure. Pictured are 2 coats of Brocken Spectre with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Alpine Glow, and this occurs when the sun illuminates mountaintops with warm rosy hues at sunrise or sunset. This one is described as a darkened cornflower blue base with pink, gold, shifty shimmer, and holographic flakies. And I know what you're saying. You're like, where is that cornflower base? We can slightly see it, right, in the edges of the nail. But what is taking over is that really, really pretty pink gold shifty shimmer. And we're getting predominantly a lot of the pink in here. We see some of the gold at certain angles. And then it is chock full of those holographic flakies. I built this one up in 2 coats on my shorter nails, but I can see longer nails potentially needing 3 coats. And if you hear some background noise, I have the window open right now. It is such a lovely day. It is so nice. So I wanted to get some fresh air in here. But this one also, I can see this being a beautiful springtime, summertime manicure. It does have a beautiful, beautiful glow to it. And I'm loving how we're getting these inspirations, the descriptions, the definitions of these names, and how they are presenting in the polish itself, because I can totally see the representation in the descriptions in these polishes. Pictured are 2 coats of Alpine Glow with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have Fata Morgana, and this one is a complex type of mirage, often appearing as distorted, floated images of distant objects like castles, ships, or mountains caused by atmospheric conditions that blend light rays. And the description is an electric purple with intense, glowy, pink gold shifty shimmer. I built this one up in 2 coats. It had a fantastic formula. Longer nails, I'm going to say 2 or 3, depending on your application. But you can see on me, I reached full opacity in 2 coats. The pink gold shifty shimmer in here is very intense and very glowy. We definitely get that glow from within, and I love that about this polish. If you love pinks or purples, I think you're really going to enjoy this polish, because we really are focusing on that really pinky, purpley sort of shimmer. And then, of course, we have that electric purple base that just peeks its way on through with this polish. Pictured are 2 coats of Fata Morgana with a glossy top coat. Next up, we have crepuscular rays, and these are sunbeams that originate when the sun appears to be just above or below a layer of clouds during the twilight period. This one is a magnetic polish. It is a dusty indigo base with a green, blue, shifty glow, and then it has that silver magnetic shimmer. So we can see on that first coat, we definitely get that strong pigmentation with the silver in the middle. On the second coat, that's when we really start seeing the base build up. We get that dusty sort of vibe, but we definitely see a lot of the green shift in here, a lot of that green shimmer. I built this one up in 2 coats on my shorter nails, 2 to 3 for everybody. If you have longer nails, because this one's a magnetic polish, and like we know with magnetic polishes, that pigment can tend to center or focus or pull towards the middle, so leaving your base a little on the bare side. You may want to go in for a 3rd coat, but you can see here that the base built up pretty good in just 2 coats. The strong silver magnetic strip is giving us all the beautiful vibes, and I love that about this specific polish. It definitely gives us like that sunbeam sort of ray, but obviously with this inspiration, it's that ray that is like in between the clouds, so that sort of shadowy look. And I think this is so spot on. I really love that. Again, another beautiful spring/summer polish. Pictured are 2 coats of crepuscular rays with a glossy top coat. And we have Aurora, and instead of using a typical night sky for the inspiration, this polish was inspired by the lighter colors shown in a photo of the Aurora Borealis. This is a pale lilac base with intense gold, green, blue shimmer and a touch of holographic flakies. We are getting a heaping amount of that beautiful, glowy, intense gold shimmer. You can see it running all throughout the nails. We get a touch of green, right? You can sort of see that at extreme angles, and a little bit of blue towards the back end of the nail. So it's like we get a touch of that blue, we get green at extreme angles, and then bang, that gold is just in charge and taking over. I like how we are still able to see that pale lilac, that pale pink base. Even with all the intensity of this shimmer, we still don't lose our base color, and it just brings everything together. It really softens up this polish, this base color, because we have so much glow and intensity from the shimmer. Pictured are 2 coats of Aurora with a glossy top coat. All right, guys, I do have 2 favorites in this collection. The first one being Alpine Snow. I don't have the bottle in front of me, but I'll leave screenshots so you guys can see it. Oh, this polish was so pretty. You know, I love my hollow flakies, so of course I was immediately drawn to this polish. I love how it's so chock full of those hollow flakies, and it sort of gives us this like icy effect or icy look. The glow is so pretty. Usually you're gonna laugh at my next favorite too, because in this one I usually am not big on pinks or baby blues or anything like that, but this one just stole my heart with the flakies and the glow from within that this one had. Very spring-like. I've honestly been venturing out of my typical seasonal polishes for the springtime. I didn't even create a seasonal rack. 1, because I've just been so busy, and 2, just because I just haven't felt inspired by the spring season, specifically the spring season. I've just been inspired by my mood, what I want to wear at the time. And that could be a really dark polish. It could be a polish that I typically don't go for. I've been craving like mixing certain polishes together, layering them. So really just trying different things. And I think it's just because I've been into polish and I've loved polish so much that I'm just, for this season anyways, I was ready just to venture out and do something a little bit different. But obviously summer, fall, winter, I love those seasonal polishes. So I know myself and I know I will create a seasonal rack. But for this spring season, my favorites or my likes are not my typical, but that's okay. And then the next one is Brocken Spectre or Brocken Spectre. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's the beautiful baby blue polish. And I know I don't like baby blue, but I love this polish, and I love the hollow that is in here because it is so intense and it's so pretty, and it just, as much as it is intense, it just, like with the actual color of this polish and that hollow pigment, I feel like they both work so seamlessly together, and it gives you this really soft, glowy, hollow look, but not in a harsh way. I don't know if it makes sense. The hollow pigment is amazing, and sometimes when you have really intense hollow pigment in a polish, it can make your base color look really harsh. But for whatever reason, the hollow in here just makes this polish look soft, but it still brings out the glow and the best of that base. It's just very pretty, and I really enjoyed it, and I can see myself wearing it for the spring season. All right, everybody, that is all that I have for you today. Let me know if you plan on picking up any of these polishes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.